Have you ever planned a vacation, a getaway trip with people who didn't live in the same house as you? You know, like a class reunion, a girls' weekend, or maybe a family vacation? Once the destination is selected, it's up to each individual to determine how they'll get to that destination. Some may choose to drive, others may fly, or decide a combination of planes, trains, and automobiles. A common destination for organizations like yours is invoice automation. And much like each traveler, how you go about getting to the invoice automation is entirely your choice. At Concur, we can make your journey to invoice automation smooth and effortless. Right from the Concur homepage, any user you choose can jump in and start creating a purchase request. Did you hear that? You choose who gets access. Here's an example. An employee, Sam, needs to get 2 laptops to give away at the annual user conference, along with securing catering for the event. As with online shopping, Sam just has to complete a few quick details to add the needed items to his shopping cart. First, select the vendor. If the vendor isn't there, users can simply request a new vendor. Don't worry, accounting has veto power over everything an employee does in Concur. If you typically code vendors to the same GL code, guess what? We can make that process easier by defaulting this information, or Sam can just select the expense type. Sam can simply complete the remaining required fields and click Save. With a few additional clicks, his request for securing catering is complete too. Sam has all the items he needs in his virtual shopping cart. Concur is all about things being effortless. This means that users can add items for different vendors all in one shopping cart and have Concur automatically split items on separate POs. That's right, Sam's work will now yield 2 POs. Yep, that's pretty cool. Now, Concur recognizes that there may be items like the laptops where the cost needs to be shared with other departments or fields like project, business units, you name it. Not only can Concur help with this, but we can have that information automatically cascade down to the invoice and have approval routing based on these splits. You know what that means, right? Time saved. Once Sam submits his purchase request, off it goes into the approval workflow you choose. Say hello to approvals on the go. You can even send the approved PO directly off to the vendor within Concur. That one purchase request that Sam did is now 2 POs off to 2 different vendors. We're halfway there on our journey to invoice automation. With all the goods or services purchased, that all-important invoice can make its way to Concur. Whether you receive your invoices by mail, fax, or email, just have those puppies come to your friends at Concur. We become your virtual mailroom. You can say goodbye to paper and storage fees. We capture and verify that data that's on the invoice. You know, things like the invoice number and date, line item details, and PO number. Actually, with that PO number, the magic of matching is underway. Concur Invoice gives you the ability to choose what you'd like to match against. Unit price, line quantities. Are you thinking blanket POs? Wait for it. We can even track life-to-date information on purchase orders. Heck, we even have a swell report which allows you to better manage to a budget, if you wish. If matching to your organization includes receiving information, well, buckle your seatbelts, we can help. You can either receive items directly in Concur or send us an import of your receiving information. Either way, we can do all the matching. I told you to buckle your seatbelt. One more thing. Before we pull into our destination, we recognize that your PO and receiving processes may be areas that you can't imagine overhauling at the moment. No worries, you can import purchase order and receiving information from your outside systems. That's more of a technical conversation. Engage your sales rep to gain access to our awesome technical resources. Well, folks, the destination has been set. You're destined for invoice automation. The easiest route to getting there is Concur Invoice. All aboard.